What's up, YouTube? Not Saber related, but Star Wars related, and I thought you guys would think this was cool. This is my recently painted rubies Han Solo blaster. I think I paid $11 shipped on Amazon for this. It comes as a really fluorescent orange and white toy with some really crappy electronics in it that make like a gun sound, not a blaster sound, which is too bad because I probably would have left it in if it just made an actual blaster sound. Anyway, this is a really simple prop to make. This is like a one-day project for me. I know that you can sand the made in China off, fill in the screw holes, some of the stuff like that, do a better job painting. But I just threw this together to possibly put in a shadow box or something and throw it on the wall. So all this is, it's rubies. If you just search for rubies Han Solo blaster on Amazon or anywhere on the internet, like I said, it was I think $11 shipped. All I did, I took it apart, but I don't think that's necessary. What I would really recommend is getting some hand paint and spray paint. I like to use just a cheap flat black 99-cent paint that you can get at Lowe's and Home Depot. I think Walmart has it too. I like flat. I found you can go cheap on flat paints. You can't go cheap on gloss paints. Flat also dries faster. And for a base coat, I think it works better. My only kind of experience beforehand with something like this is I used to play like the Games Workshop tabletop games and do a lot of painting of that stuff. So kind of that's where any of my skill set for this came from, which it didn't take a lot. So spray painted it black. Use your hand paint, get like a flat acrylic 99-cent paint from Michael's Crafts to get any of the cracks and stuff that you can't get with the spray paint. Like I said, it's easy to strip down, but you kind of need a heat gun to heat up like right here and right here to get some of the stuff apart. But anyway, I did flat black, and then I just took some silver enamel that I happen to have. You could use the Testors cheap stuff or whatever. And I did what's called dry brushing. Give you a little demo. So not everybody knows what that is. Essentially what dry brushing is, you want to use a crappy old brush. I bought this one for 89 cents, I think it was at Lowe's. You want something, you don't want a fine tip, you want kind of a flared end like this. So essentially what dry brushing is you're gonna get a little bit of paint on it, and you could Google this if you wanted a better description. Get a little bit of paint on it. You're gonna rub most of the paint off on like a paper towel or something to the point where you would just see a little bit of silver on this. And then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna go back and forth really lightly. You're gonna almost dust the whole thing with silver. And I mean, you can see I kind of screwed up, went a little heavy. I haven't done it for probably 10 or 15 years. So I'm not gonna feel too hard, or be too hard on myself about it, because at some point, like I said, I might redo this a little better and sand some of the stuff and really do a good paint job. But anyway, I just dry brushed silver, and then I got some brown acrylic 99-cent paint, and I did the handle, and then I did another thing back to the Games Workshop painting. They used to sell what was called an ink paint, and essentially it was just kind of a rip-off because it was just thin colors of other stuff. So if you got black ink, it was just a thin black paint. So what I did is I took some of the same black that I had used to fill in the places I didn't get with spray paint, and you just want to water it down a lot, not to the point where it's super thin, but just maybe about a 50-50 ratio of water to paint, just a little bit, and then I just kind of brushed it on this, which just gives the kind of that distressed, dirty wood look, and that's it. I might clear coat it, I might not, just because I don't think it's going to get a lot of handling, and I might go back and paint it some more later. I might just do ink over some of these heavy spots. A lot of guys will drill this out, and they'll actually drill these out as well. I just figured with all the cracks and stuff still being visible, that's kind of was just not necessarily worth it. But this is a fairly scale prop. It's got a working trigger. I mean, it's got looks, mock screws for the scope mounts. The scope's kind of molded to it, but it's decent for the price. I mean, if you just wanted a cheap cosplay item, this is a really good way to go. Like I said, I think I'm gonna try and get like a shadow box for it, and maybe get a cool backing thing with some Han Solo quotes or something. But yeah, this is an easy little project. It would not be hard to add sound. Like I said, it came with sound. It has a battery holder in there for 2 AAAs, and then it has this speaker that I haven't even looked to see what it is. Let's see, it's an 8 ohm, 25 watt. No, 0.25 watt. I was gonna say there's no way that's a 25 watt. So it's a 1/4 watt, 8 ohm. I don't know, what you could replace it with for this board, but the speaker actually was mounted up there in the blaster part. So if you wanted to add your own sound, you could probably retain that mount. I mean, it looks like it's actually a 28 millimeter. It's a 28 millimeter speaker. So any lightsaber speaker, you could totally fit in there, wire it up to a blaster core from Plector Labs or something like that. And I wish I could remember how the trigger activated it, because the switch is like right there. But I don't think it would be that hard. It actually almost makes me want to go for it now. But yeah, this is the board. Like I said, it makes a gun noise. So I hung on to this just in case I ever wanted to use it. I mean, it comes with it. But yeah, it looks like it would take a 28 millimeter speaker, and it's got a spot to mount a board in there. So you totally could go crazy with this. And I mean, for $11, you don't have a whole lot to lose. So yeah, anyway, give me a comment if you think it looks cool, if you think it looks crappy and I should learn to paint. You can tell me that too, and then thumbs up or thumbs down. And yeah, subscribe if you like seeing, I guess, Saber and Star Wars related content. Most stuff Saber related, but thought this was cool and I figured I'd show you guys. So yeah, thanks for watching.